Zack Snyder's upcoming Netflix film, Rebel Moon, holds the potential to prove that there is indeed life beyond the realms of Star Wars in the space opera genre. With its visually stunning and epic-looking previews, the movie seems to embrace the core elements that fans love about space operas, from lightsabers to exotic space princesses. This ambitious project could be a much-needed revival for a genre that has been largely neglected in recent times. Space opera, once a genre that inspired the entire blockbuster era, has struggled to find its footing outside of the Star Wars universe. While George Lucas's space saga continues to dominate the genre, numerous attempts by other studios have fallen short. Films like Disney's forgettable The Black Hole and Roger Corman's Battle Beyond the Stars failed to capture the imagination of audiences in the same way that Star Wars did. Even James Bond took a foray into space with Moonraker, a notable, but not necessarily memorable, adventure. However, Rebel Moon appears poised to break free from this pattern of disappointment. With Zack Snyder, known for his visually striking and grand cinematic style, at the helm, there is hope that the film will offer a fresh and exciting take on the space opera genre. The inclusion of lightsabers and exotic space princesses suggests a deliberate homage to the beloved elements that made Star Wars so successful. If executed skillfully, Rebel Moon could carve a new path for space opera and revitalize the genre by bringing back the awe-inspiring spectacle and imagination that fans have longed for. In a world dominated by small-screen space operas, Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon stands out as a blockbuster-style film set to debut on Netflix. Originally pitched as an all-grown-up Star Wars film to Disney in the 00S, it has undergone a transformation while still retaining its space opera elements. The first trailer showcases a familiar backdrop of Jedi Knights, Star Destroyers, and giant Death Stars, complete with lightsabers and space princesses. However, Snyder adds his signature touch, incorporating oversized Death Griffins, alien-human hybrids, and colossal six-limbed creatures into the mix. With its eye-popping cosmic visuals and the promise of Snyder's exquisite stylized fantasy spectacle, Rebel Moon captivates viewers, leaving them eager to discover what unfolds in this epic space adventure.
Just a quick reminder, if you like this content, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Now let's back to the commentary.
In the vast realm of cinematic storytelling, Zack Snyder's prowess as a filmmaker has often been a topic of debate. From the mesmerizing opening of Watchmen, harmonized with the haunting melodies of Bob Dylan, to the poignant recollection of Bruce Wayne's tragic past in Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, Snyder has crafted moments that exude grandeur and intensity. Even the breathtaking scenes depicting the dying world of Krypton in Man of Steel showcase his ability to create visually stunning spectacles. Is Snyder truly a maestro of unparalleled renown? Perhaps he is indeed deserving of such acclaim, given the resounding success of the Snyder Cut of Justice League. Liberated from the constraints of studio interference, Snyder's vision unfolded in a 4-hour epic that embraced intelligence, style, and a film noir sensibility. Watchmen, while taking liberties with the source material that drew ire from purists, artfully captured the majestic essence of Alan Moore's superhero history. And while Man of Steel started as a magnificent Superman adventure, it regrettably stumbled into a chaotic and overindulgent finale. So the question arises, should we grant Snyder another opportunity? Netflix seems to believe in his potential given their commitment to Rebel Moon, which will be divided into 2 parts. The first installment, A Child of Fire, is set to grace our screens just before the holiday season, while the second part, The Scargiver, is slated for release in April 2024. However, let us not forget that this is the same director who once made Batfleck utter the infamously clunky line, "They told me the world only makes sense if you force it to." Yet we must also acknowledge that even the legendary George Lucas himself was criticized for his dialogue writing skills, with Harrison Ford famously remarking, "George, you can type this shit, but you can't say it." Could it be that Snyder, like Lucas, can finally strike the balance and deliver a narrative that feels right? Ultimately, the answer can only be found in the unfolding of Rebel Moon. As viewers, we can choose to approach this new venture with tempered expectations, hoping that Snyder's creative evolution will yield a natural and coherent story. After all, his previous triumphs have demonstrated his capacity to mesmerize audiences with moments of unparalleled brilliance. Only time will reveal whether Snyder can overcome the challenges of dialogue and maintain narrative cohesion. For now, let us anticipate Rebel Moon with a lingering sense of both skepticism and cautious optimism, eagerly awaiting the unveiling of Snyder's potential masterpiece.